Namaste. I am Tejaswini and welcome to Astrology and Dharma. About 30% of us are born with a retrograde birth Jupiter. Jupiter goes retrograde every year for about 4 months. And everyone on this earth experiences these typical Jupiter retrograde energies in this time. But for these 30% of us with the birth Jupiter retrograde, it is a lifetime experience and it is connected to your past lives. It is a deep impression of your past events which you still carry in your astral self. One typical example would be that in some past life you would have followed or preached some unconventional spiritual beliefs, or knew some very deep esoteric knowledge, or were a practitioner of some powerful energy, and your this knowledge scared the society you lived in. You were before your time in a way, and the society could not accept your words. So you were forced to leave that society, or maybe you left out of your own choice. Maybe you were a sadhu, a tantric, or a wise person who, despite being good, genuine, and kind, was persecuted by the society. And this episode made a deep impression on your astral self, and you decided to keep your knowledge inside yourself. You promised yourself never to express your wisdom, to never teach, to never help others who might have benefited from your learnings. And all this because of an underlying fear of alienation and persecution from the society. And this is not good, as the cycle has to be complete. If you learn something from someone, you're supposed to pass it on to others. Keeping things locked inside disturbs the internal balance, which is now shown by your birth retrograde Jupiter. So now in this life, you do not feel very comfortable with religion and show of religion. You prefer non conventional life philosophies and esoteric spiritual beliefs. Established teachings do not really appeal to you. You instinctively feel that you know more than what is taught. And you do have access to a lot of unconventional knowledge, but you keep all this a secret. You do not show others that you know so much. And this is because you feel that these concepts may not be accepted in the real sense by the society, or that you may face a backlash for expressing such views in public. You are scared internally that you may be rejected again. Then in school and college, you always knew more than your teachers. Perhaps you were never really comfortable there also. You're not sure about openly supporting anything or anyone in your life. You do not commit to anything so easily. And this can make others feel that you have a pessimistic mindset. But you have the capacity to deeply understand things. You're especially good at resolving long pending, tangled up issues. You're a good troubleshooter, as you can clearly see the possible negatives. You're a deep thinker and have good analytical skills. You observe patterns and deliver solutions that actually work. And sometimes your conclusions and predictions are opposite to conventional wisdom, which makes it difficult for people to believe you. But you are always right. If the rest of the chart supports, you can do well in the stock market and in speculation and in risky ventures. However, be careful if this birth Jupiter is further influenced by further malefics, as then he can reduce the happy interactions with the society and especially in the family. And these interactions can be actually stressful. So you may be cheated by fake masters and teachers. You may lose your money and especially your gold valuables, your resources, because Jupiter represents resources. And now the remedies. The first is the behavioral change on the intellectual level. You have to accept that whatever you know is valuable, and you have to make sure that you pass it onwards in one way or the other. However deep or esoteric or spiritual your teachings may be, make sure that you express it in some way so that it goes out from you. There is someone who is waiting to learn it from you, believe me. So make it a point to teach, write, speak, let it all out. This will help you achieve internal balance. Then look in the mirror once in a while and say this out aloud. I know valuable and important things and I will teach this to others. Affirm this to yourself. And then the two remedies as per the Bruhat Parashar Hora Shastra are Dana and Mantra. So try to actively think of Jupiter on Thursdays. You can recite his mantras or give away the item connected to him in a nearby Navagraha temple, or light a ghee deepak once in a while to balance his energies. Retrograde planets force us to face the unresolved issues from our own past lives. They make us relive that same experience. We have to go through that same energy again and again till we fully understand it, come to terms with it, and finally accept it, assimilate it, and move on. So use the principles of Jyotish in your real life. Vedic astrology is the science of illumination. Use it to decipher your own self. Thank you for watching. Namaste.